So, all right, I want to dive into what I like to call the top of the morning report. So let's dive into that.
The top of the morning report is brought to you by Vanta Coffee, the official slurpage of the I Feel Good Morning Show. If you trying to wake up the right way, go to vantacoffee.com. Use promo code KWILL15 at checkout and get 15% off. Don't say we never put you on.
Yes, don't say we never put you on, because y'all know we did. Y'all know we put you on. So, KWILL15. Yes, sir. Because it's so freaking good. All right. So we talked about, the whole thing about the Hollywood reboot conversation and all of that. And, y'all know how I do. I like to take things and figure out ways to where I can apply it to this audience, to us, the independent content creator, the independent artist. And I realize music is doing the exact same thing, which is why we see in so many classics from the 90s and 2000s, they're getting sampled right now in a lot of these new songs. Everybody digging back into the nostalgia. Y'all notice that? Everybody reaching back into records that already made people feel something. That's what they're doing. And I ain't even mad, because some of these flips sound fire. I'm not going to knock it, but I got to ask a question. I'm going to just ask y'all, outside of Not Like Us, because remember what Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, when was the last real hit outside of that? I'm not talking before that. I'm talking about since Not Like Us. And when I say hit, I don't mean a good song. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying just a good song. I mean, like, because we got good songs everywhere. Like T.I. just dropped 2 back-to-back bangers. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting good music. You feel me? There's talented artists all over the place. But I'm talking about the type of record where the whole world stopped and paid attention. Not Like Us was that record. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, the whole world stopped. It won so many Grammys. It won so many awards. It was the conversation. People who didn't even care about rap was involved in it. They cared about it. You know what I'm saying? Cars, your clubs, radio, sporting arenas. You feel me? TikTok, your cookouts, TV commercials, ringtones. You know what I'm saying? It was everywhere. When was the last one? Because honestly, I feel like those used to happen way more often back in our day. You feel me? It used to happen way more often. Like, what happened? When the last time we had one of those?
And what's interesting is the industry data kind of supports that feeling. Music is more fragmented now. There are bigger overall numbers, more artists, more songs, more playlists, but fewer truly universal moments.
That's it. Hasn't been a single one as big since Not Like Us. Yeah. I mean, when we don't get a lot of universal moments, and that's what's missing. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar did touch on things that other people don't really do. I mean, it was a diss track. It wasn't meant to be a viral hit or a viral sensation. It was a diss track. But what Kendrick did is you know how they say you take a shot at the king, you bet not miss. Drake was considered, when it came to being in that top spot, making those hits, being the face of music, Drake was the king. Kendrick took a shot at the king, and Kendrick didn't miss. Drake is no longer the king. And right now, Kendrick ain't even the king. But he knocked the king off the throne. It was a universal moment. And that's what's missing. We still got stars and talent and viral songs, but we don't got universal moments no more. Them things rare. Back in the day, it felt like every couple months there was a song that took over the whole globe. You feel me? Billie Jean? Come on, man. That wasn't just a hit. You know what that was. That changed pop stardom forever. Michael Jackson was a global event. You couldn't escape that record even if you tried. And they had a lot of records just like it. You couldn't escape them. Even if you tried. It was just different times.
And remember, back then everybody consumed media together. Same TV channels, same radio stations, same countdown shows, same award shows.
And there it is right there. We used to all be in the same room culturally. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watched TRL, 106 in Park. You know what I'm saying? Those BET countdowns. At VH1, we waited for the premieres. When the music video dropped, those were events. We used to remember rushing home from school to go see 106 in Park? Come on, man. Come on, man. Yes, sir. You know, people could watch him for $45 back then. Now artists cost a car note. Facts. That's facts too. Wow, that's hilarious. But now everybody got their own algorithm now. Like everybody got their own algorithm, their own playlist, their own For You page. They have their own little world now. And while that does give people more freedom, I feel like it also broke apart that shared experience that we all used to have. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it don't exist, because Not Like Us clearly existed, and it broke everybody out of that bubble. But I feel like that's why it's harder for one song to completely dominate culture now. Because see, back then, you know what I'm saying, there was a centralized attention. Now the attention is scattered all over the damn place. That's what it is. So it's like none of that hits the same the way that it used to.
Which also explains why sampling older records works so well. Artists are borrowing emotional familiarity from songs people already loved together.
Facts. And that formula don't work. It's good to give you a dope little hit, but that don't work. You feel me? And it's really the same thing Hollywood doing. You're sampling to get musical nostalgia. You hear that old sample and instantly the brain is like, oh, I remember that feeling. And you kind of go into that. The emotional shortcut is powerful, but why do you think we continue to keep flipping back to 90s R&B, 2000 club hit, those old Southern records? You know what I'm saying? The old pop songs, why we always go back to that? Because see, that familiarity cut through the noise. And the noise today is insane. The noise today is insane. Back then, you competed against, the radio, a few channels and some CDs. But now you got to go against TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Netflix, gaming, streaming, memes, text messages, AI content, freaking AI, Jesus, notification. You got to compete against all of that stuff now. Attention has become the new currency. And that means to get the whole world to stop is harder now than ever before. It's hard to do it because we're so numb to a lot of stuff. That's the truth. But let's talk about some of those world-stopping records, like Smells Like Teen Spirit. That song changed the sound of mainstream music overnight. You feel me? That was one of them ones. Everything shifted. That's power. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going outside of just hip-hop. I'm just going out tracks that just did their thing. California love. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Crazy. You feel me? Global. Juicy by Biggie. Come on. You play that record today, everybody know it. That became hip hop DNA. You feel me? TLC, No Scrubs. hit. Every woman knew the words. Every man felt the tact. Who you calling a scrub? That was cultural impact. We had those back then, bro.
That song became conversation. That's another thing missing now. Hits used to create shared discussion, not just streams.
I'm telling you, we don't got those songs that's creating the conversation. You know what I'm saying? We don't no more. Hits used to become a part of, real life. Even songs that like hit me baby one more time. You could have been a person that wasn't a Britney Spears fan, but I bet all of y'all at least know that chorus. Whole cultural reset. Britney exploded. Who remember when that doom doom go doom doom when In the Club came out? Come on, man. The record was everywhere. Cars, clubs, basketball games, parties, commercials, weddings, everything. It was one of them ones. You don't even have to be a hip hop fan. You knew Find Me in the Club. You freaking Outkast. Hey, yeah. Crossed over every genre. Kids loved it. Adults loved it. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop heads loved it. Pop fans loved it. Rock fans. Everybody loved it. Beyonce's Crazy in Love. You feel me? Like, there were so many. So many. Rihanna's Umbrella. My God. Turned her into a global superstar. Eminem. So many. You gotta lose yourself in the moment you want it. You better never let it go. Whoa, you only get one time. Like, come on, man. Usher, yeah. Him, Lil Jon, Ludacris, Crazy. Beyonce, all my single ladies, like, there were so many during that time frame. It just, I can name so many world-stopping hits that was just coming. You feel me? Empire State of Mind, my God. You know what I'm saying? So many freaking hits. I got a feeling, ooh, that tonight's gonna be a good night. So many. You feel me? Even, hell, even Crank That Soldier Boy. Global hit. So many. Party rockers in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. It's getting hot in here. Come on, man. So many. Lean back. I can go on and on and on and on and on. There were so many songs that didn't just chart. They stopped time. These are ones that are always in playlists no matter what. We can go to the club today and 10 times out of 10 you're going to hear every single one of those records I just said. Every single one of them. To the windows, to the walls. You gonna hear them.
And many of those songs were attached to strong visuals too. Music videos mattered. Choreography mattered. Premieres mattered.
Come on, bro. Oh, that's what's being overlooked. Music videos used to complete the experience, bro. Come on, hey, Monique, lean with it, rock with it. Music videos used to complete the experience. See, going back to that Michael movie, Michael Jackson understood that better than almost anybody. Because see, before Michael started making short films out of these music videos, they were just little promo pieces, people just performing in like in front of like some cool background and just doing their song. But see, Mike understood it. Video wasn't a promo. Video was supposed to be culture. You know what I'm saying? Thriller wasn't just a video. Thriller was an event. Michael wanted short films. Beat It, short film. Smooth Criminal, short film. Remember the Time, short film. Those things became moments. Now, artists don't even care about the damn music videos no more, bro. They care about clips. And I ain't saying nothing wrong with clips because those are good promo, but that can't be all you care about. 20 short clips, 50-second moments, quick engagements. Come on, bro. Like, I understand social media trained artists to just think short term. That's why. Just give me something viral. That's where the mindset is now. And I think something got lost in that process. You feel me? The art to create a moment. That's where we got.
And ironically, now that audiences are getting tired of endless short content, longer form experiences might actually have value again.
Come on, man. Oh, Pino, that blood on the dance floor. Come on. Come on, man. I remember when The Box was popular and Blood on the Dance Floor first came out. And that's exactly what I've been thinking. Because looking at what's happening now, videos are starting to matter again. I will say that. Videos are starting to come back. I don't blame AI. And if anything, AI is giving people, is actually bringing back the importance of music video, because see, a lot of people don't do the stuff of music videos how that used to be. Check me out. Hear me out. AI definitely will make it better. Hear me out. Music videos, people knew they didn't have the budget, and they felt like people didn't care about the time, so a lot of people weren't doing a lot of creative things. They know they didn't have the budget to do a cool car chase scene if they're talking about that in their song or whatever. Because AI, there are videos that aren't 100% AI, but let's say you don't got the budget to do some crazy cool green screen thing or whatever. But now with AI, you can get it good enough to where you got a clip where you hanging out the top of a freaking limo, the freaking head, when, you know what I'm saying, and you showing off the bag of money. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things you can do with AI that are now, a lot of music videos are coming back. So AI is helping in that way. So to say that it's not, stop it. You know what I'm saying? So videos are starting to matter again. Cinematic visuals are starting to matter again. No, the people that use AI clips wrong are ruining music videos. You feel me? People that are using them wrong. Because see, people are, like, if you look back at a lot of old music videos, people were using CGI. If they had the ability to use AI, trust me, they would have saved all that money and they would have just used AI. But a lot of people use CGI and nobody was complaining about the CGI. Freaking Michael Jackson, and Remember the Times, him hitting the spin, turning into the glitter and going away. CGI. And you guess what? They would have just used AI if it existed back then. You feel me? Freaking him turning into the freaking the robot in the Smooth Criminal video, CGI. So stop with all this. Oh, AI is just making people know. AI is bringing the creativity back because it's giving people the ability. Oh, I can do this now. You feel me? So eventually, people gonna get it together. It's all gonna work out. So we can't always throw that AI crap and just want to paint AI as the bad guy, because it's not always the bad guy. It depends on how you use it. Cinematic visuals are starting to matter again. World building is starting to matter again. People starving for those experiences now, because endless scrolling starts to feel empty after a while, because now you're getting the same thing from everybody. And that got me thinking about something personal, honestly. You know what I mean? Because a few years ago, I tried to build around that same exact idea. You know, y'all remember I had the Blaze Hunter's Top 10 Music Video Countdown show. Honestly, I believed in it. I believe music videos still mattered, but the timing was rough because, you know, we had a good 3 seasons of that, but eventually I had to stop because the culture just shifted so hard into clips and short form content. Artists stopped really caring about music videos. So then I really didn't have nothing to showcase. You know what I'm saying? I got what's crazy? Hey, Monique, we gonna talk about it because I know someone who can give you AI certification, legit. This guy, but we'll talk about that later. Whole nother can of worms. But yeah, I'm thinking about bringing the top 10 back because honestly, I miss the anticipation. You know what I'm saying? I miss the waiting on premieres, that countdown culture. I miss it. I miss arguing over who got the number one video. Boy, people was hot at me when Pino had the number one video for like 3 weeks straight. They was mad, boy. People was mad at Pino. Oh no, they weren't mad at Pino. They was mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how I had it set up. You go and vote on Facebook. I had the polls. Just vote. And whoever had the most votes got the spot. And people weren't voting. You know what I'm saying? Pino was hitting Pino was on a mission to get that number one spot. This man hit everybody up in his text messages, everybody up in his DMs. This man promoted every day in the store. Pino was getting them votes. You feel me? And I couldn't cheat the voting system. Y'all know how the Facebook voting system works. You go in, people, real accounts got to click on it. You couldn't bot the voting systems. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't. And what's crazy is people were able to vote for themselves. Like Prime just said, people were able to vote for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy that people come to me whining, oh, I got way more talent and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, let's go look at the evidence. I said, because here, the only 2 votes you got is from me and K Will. I said, you ain't even vote for yourself. And then as we look at your IG page or your Facebook page, I don't see nothing in the last 2 weeks that even suggests that you're even on the countdown show. So how could you expect somebody to vote for you and you're not even promoting it? Don't worry, I'll wait. And that's what that turned into. But I missed that, man. I missed that feeling. I missed the artists being able to take that number one spot and they felt larger than life. See, social media made artists more accessible. But sometimes accessibility kills the mystique. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you couldn't see your favorite artist 24/7. Now you see everybody all day. And while that does create connection, it also removes some of the magic. You feel me?
Scarcity created excitement. Now content is unlimited, so individual moments don't breathe the same way.
And that's right there the perfect way to say it. You know what I'm saying? Because moments don't breathe anymore. Everything just moves too fast. A song can go number one on Monday and people tired of it by Friday. Back then, records had seasons. Songs lived longer. Videos lived longer. Artists had eras. Now the internet burns through content like wildfire. But I refuse to believe world-stopping hits are gone forever because Kendrick did it. Not like us did it. So I just think the formula changed. And maybe the next era of hits won't look exactly like the old era. You feel me? Maybe it won't come from the radio first. Maybe it come from communities. Maybe it come from creators building ecosystems. You know what I'm saying? Comes from platforms outside of the traditional machine. Maybe that's where hits come from. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the next, world-stopping hit can come from a live stream or a countdown show or an independent platform. I ain't pointing no fingers at, who could have something like that, but I'm just saying, let's be honest. Not like us proved that the world still will stop for the right song. People still will rally around the moment. They still pay attention when culture feels unified around something. You know what I'm saying? That record cut through everything. Memes, debates, clubs, sports, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It cut through everything. Everybody was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? The question is, how do we create more of those moments? And I think the answer is we got to stop only chasing algorithms and start building experiences again. I feel like experiences create memories and nostalgia. Memories create that nostalgia. Nostalgia creates that longevity. Like, do you know that right now, as it stands today, Michael Jackson is the #1 artist in the world right now after over a decade of him passing? Like right now, if you go look at the charts, Michael Jackson is the #1 artist right now. And yeah, the movie helped, and of course, you know, Michael is the GOAT, but let's really think about that for a second. The biggest artist in the world right now, somebody who ain't even physically here no more? That says something. That says, on one end, true iconic records live beyond trends. A lot of these people who streaming Michael right now, because he's leading on that, are people who weren't even fans of why people were going crazy for Michael Jackson. They wasn't even fans of that era. A lot of them weren't even alive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them weren't even alive. And that's beyond platforms and algorithms and apps. The real hits became a part of humanity. And maybe that's what we missing right now. You know what I'm saying? Too many songs built for the moment, but not enough that are built for forever.
That might be the deepest difference of all. Viral and timeless are not the same thing.
They're not. Viral and timeless are damn sure not the same thing. Not at all. See, a viral song just get a bunch of attention, but timeless songs become a part of history. You know what I'm saying? And independent artists, I feel like y'all need to understand that right there. Create timeless records. Try to create something timeless, not something that you know that's just gonna go viral. Stop only asking, how do I go viral? Start asking, how do I create something that people still care about 10 years from now? This song, that's the music that's playing in the background for my show right now, was produced by an artist named James Cupid. That was his name, James Cupid. We created this song in 2011, maybe 2011. We created this song. It's over 10 years ago. That wake up, coffee in the morning. I'ma serve you up while you yawning. No snoozing, no sleep. That song. And Mimi just opened the show. When she came in, what did she say? I said, the comment is here. Where you at, Mimi? I got the comment. Y'all did a lot of comment. I'll be singing this every morning. Wake up, coffee in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons is that song was created over 10 years ago. And it's memorable right now. And it was one of those songs that he knew when we produced it, created that song, we knew that this right here can be one that it's about coffee, it's about waking up. Everybody can relate to it. The mindset wasn't to let's just make a little viral hit right now. The mindset of creating that record was for it to be able to be used in some form of capacity in the future in commercials, and it was to be a timeless record. And yeah, I may have helped it a little bit by making it official theme song to my I Feel Good morning show, but that's why the song was created, for somebody to take advantage of it. And I'm like, why not me? And now James Cupid never would have imagined that Mimi the Fly Girl will sing it every single morning. Yeah, that's harder, you know what I'm saying? But that's legacy and honesty. I feel you. They rather listen to songs from the past. I feel you, bro. I feel you. And I think there's an opening right now for creators who are willing to bring back moments, you know what I'm saying? Premieres, countdowns, anticipation, experiences, you know what I'm saying? Music videos with purpose. Bring back artistry, bro. Because see, everybody else, they chasing that speed. The person willing to create meaning is going to stand out now. You know what I'm saying? Understand that. So yeah, I believe season 4 need to happen. You know what I'm saying? Not as a nostalgia thing, but pretty much as a rebellion against disposable culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring that back. You know, a place where videos matter again. You know what I'm saying? Moments matter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember on the Blaze of the Top 10 Music Video Countdown show, you remember that dynamic, me and that baby. You feel me? People loved that dynamic between me and that baby. You know what I'm saying? It was just dope. We were able to create moments like back. Oh, it was such a good time back then. Dwelling on the past is crazy, but I remember I interviewed Zoilita the artist. Every time I mentioned her name on the countdown, you know, that baby had a problem. That baby had a problem with any time a female got shine. Then Zoila made her way to Georgia to come with me in studio. I interviewed her on the show, and we got to have the dynamic where that baby, it was dope. It was still one of the most popular episodes of the top 10 when I had that released. You know what I mean? The world don't need more content. I feel like it just needs more moments worth stopping for. That's what we need in today's world, and I'll end it off at that. That has been the top of the morning report. You feel me?
You're rocking with the best.
Yeah. I feel good.